Hi there, here I am. It's Rosbot from Books from My Bookshelf, and I'll be doing a book review today. Now, before I start, I just have to explain why I'm a little bit low energy today, and I'll be making this video fairly short. Haven't had the best of weeks. Sunday night, I'm not going to go into details, but basically I went down with stomach flu, and I've spent most of this week just recovering, and I'm still very low energy and fragile. Unfortunately, my birthday was on Wednesday, so didn't get to celebrate much, but I'll be doing a delayed birthday celebration soon with my family, so not to worry. So there we are. Just thought I'd put that in first, just in case you're wondering why I'm a little bit under par today. And here, my little star here, she's been great. She hasn't complained at all about the lack of walks this week, and she's spent much of the week by my side and being my little companion. So you're my little star. So the book I've been reading is The Stone Circle by Elly Griffiths. As a lot of you know, it's part of a series of books with the main character being Dr. Ruth Galloway, the archaeologist. When I bought this originally, I was unaware it was part of a series. It was the first time I'd come across Elly Griffiths, and a lot of you told me that it was part of a series, and it is better if you read the earlier ones first. Well, I just thought I'd give it a try rather than committing myself to buying more books just to see if I liked it. But yeah, I mean, yes, it was possible to read it without having read the rest of the series. But I understood while reading it that it's ideal to have read the earlier ones in the series first, because there's a lot of established relationships and also a lot of references to past cases. And in fact, the case in this book is sort of linked to one of her first cases as well. So there's a lot of reference back to that. I mean, she does explain it, so it doesn't leave you completely mystified, but you still feel like yes, I've missed something, but still it's still possible to really enjoy this story and this particular detective case. So the story is based around a cold case of a girl that had gone missing. And it's all set in Norfolk in England, if you don't already know that. And the cold case is a young girl that went missing 20 years beforehand and was never found. And then the main character of DCI, Nelson, gets a letter that is very similar to the letters that they received during that time 20 years ago. And then Dr. Ruth Galloway is part of the team that discovers the bones of a young girl in an archaeological dig in an ancient henge, stone circle. So the case, of course, then gets reopened. Obviously, it's a murder case. And of course, it's very obvious that Dr. Ruth Galloway and DCI Nelson have an interesting relationship, although he is married to somebody else. They've obviously had a relationship before and they have a child between them. So there's all that. There's a lot of backstory going on. And there are also a lot of other characters, of course, in the police department. There's the family of the girl that was murdered. It took me a while, I think, because I hadn't read the series and, I was new to all of the characters. It took me a while to get my head around who all the characters were. So obviously it's better to have read the rest of the series first. But still, it was still, I was still able to really enjoy this story. And it's one of those cases that, you know, it sort of goes along, and then somebody else gets murdered, and then another child goes missing, you know, so it leads up to a more urgent case, and it gets more and more of that sort of thriller ending. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the characters. I love the characters of Dr. Ruth Galloway and DCI Harry Nelson. You know, there is this thing of, you know, will they ever be able to get together properly, you know, so it did make me sort of feel that I would like to go back and look at the beginning of the series. So I will be looking out for more of these. And of course, you know, being a person who I like detective stories, and I love archaeology, as some of you know my brother does too, because he has his YouTube channel called The Prehistory Guys, if you're interested. So I love this combination of modern police detective work and archaeology and ancient sites. I think that was a great combination, and really, really works for this great series. And, you know, I think I like all the relationships. They feel quite realistic. The way they speak to each other, their sort of inner thoughts. Yeah, I did enjoy this. I will look out for more. If you haven't read any of the Elly Griffiths, Dr. Ruth Galloway mysteries, and you like the sound of that, a combination of detective work and archaeology, then I would recommend this series. But I would also recommend that you go back and start with the first one, which I will be doing. I think the first one is called The Crossing Places. That's the first one on the list of books there. So I'm assuming that's the first one. If I'm wrong, please tell me otherwise. So yeah, I'll be looking out for that. So I think that's all for now for that. I've just started to read this book, which I'm absolutely loving, which my sister-in-law bought me for Christmas, which is the book review I'll be doing next. It's Shadow Play by Joseph O'Connor. Not on my 2025 TBR, but one I'm just slipping in for February because I just couldn't wait to read it. It's a book with the central character being Bram Stoker, the creator of Dracula, with his friends Oscar Wilde and Henry Irving, the actor, and the actress Ellen Terry. What a great subject for me. So yeah, I am so enjoying this. It's really well written. No more about that until I do the book review. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to reviewing this book next. So I don't know what my next video will be at the moment. I have no idea. Can't think right now. Actually, if I have the energy tomorrow, there's a book sale in my town, which I really wanted to go to and possibly do a book haul. We'll see. If I feel up to it, I'll do that. But otherwise, watch this space. I will be going to lie down for a bit now. And, I hope next time I see you, I'll have a little bit more energy. Ooh. So, that's it for now from me and my little hero dog. See you next time. Bye for now.